Hey, this is Pat with the product testing team, and today we are checking out the Drake 2 Air Absoluteshell Pants from Dainese. Now, if you're familiar with Dainese, in the past they had the new Drake Air pants, and the Drake 2 Air Absoluteshells are building off of that reputation and the foundation of one of the best pants in their line. So coming in at $350 price point, the Drake 2 Air Absoluteshells are a sport-to-sport touring option for those riders out there that want a mesh option for the summer ride with a waterproof liner that they can take out or actually keep in if you want to extend it into some cooler riding months, say in the spring or the fall. But a really great option here that has a full stretch main construction, as well as a comfortable cut to it for you sport riders out there. Now, talking about sizing, these come in 44 to 64 in the size range, and Spurgeon here on my left is wearing a size 56. Now, we measured his waist, that was 39 inches. Referencing the size chart, that has him spot on in the size 56, and as you can see, they are fitting him perfectly here. They also come in two colorways. You have the all black and then this black and red version that you see here in front of you. Let's talk about some of the features though. You're looking at a full Mugello stretch fabric main construction with all that mesh throughout. But up at the waist, let's start up there, you do have a snap and hook style entry with a zipper underneath of it. It is something, it's a bit cumbersome to use when you first get used to it, but it is really secure, so we do like that feature that Dainese added in there. Full stretch right up at the crotch, and then you do have two pockets at either side that can fit in your average iPhone. I did test that out and add them in there. I would have loved to see that maybe off to the side a little bit more, just for the sport riding position. Anybody who's getting really aggressive on your bike, you might want to store your phone somewhere else. Big old mesh panels running down the front, again, without that waterproof liner in there. That's gonna flow air straight to your thighs on hot days, but it is well protected. If it's a colder morning or something like that, you can keep that waterproof liner in there. No armor comes at the hips, and you do have CE1 composite armor at the knees with a nice pre-curve running down to the knees for that sportier riding position. Now, looking down at the shins and the knees, this is where Spurgeon and I kind of differ and would like to see a better option from Dainese in the future. You have the composite armor under here, which is a full shin and knee protector on each side, but for those of you that like to wear it on the outside, it doesn't look great, for lack of a better word. And you can see it's pulling at the stretch on the outer side and actually pushing the armor out. It is designed, from how we're looking at it, to be tucked into the boot, which is how Spurgeon would typically wear it, but then there's still a little bit of excess material inside there. So we would have loved to seen it maybe a little bit more fine-tuned on the fitment. That's how Spurgeon would have liked to wear it, and I agree. I think it would look a lot better that way, because if you wear it on the outside, it just doesn't look quite right with that composite armor under there. A more traditional armor, maybe just the knee, would have made it look better, but again, just keep that in mind if you're someone that likes to tuck it in or go over top. Just keep that in mind when looking at these Drake 2s. Spurgeon, can you go ahead and turn to the side for me? You do have a Velcro waist adjuster up at the waist for fine tuning. Clean side, and again, you have some reflective at the outer thigh that is going to give you a pop of reflectivity, say if you're riding at night or something like that, just to be more visible. Spurgeon, you can go ahead and face the back for me there. Raised rear yoke, pretty high rear yoke actually, compared to some other pants we've seen from Dainese. We like that this is so high. Really comfortable, really helps hug the waistline all the way around, and you get a glimpse of that full circumference zipper if you want to add a Dainese jacket to the mix up top. You have some micro stretch at the lower rear yoke, and then that full Mugello seat just to give you stretch and abrasion resistance at the seat as well. Very clean lines when coming down, no adjusters, no anything like that, or excessive stretch panels, but you do have big mesh panels at the back of the calf, which again, you can see we have it on the outside of Spurgeon's boots over here with that zipper closure, and it's tucked in on the right side. Spurgeon, you can go ahead and spin around to the front for me. So there you have the Drake 2 Air Absoluteshell, which in our opinion takes the legacy of the new Drake Air and does a fantastic job in giving you a waterproof mesh commuter option or sport option for sport tours for the summer riding months. Again, just keep in mind, we'd say these are going to be looking best and functioning best if you tuck them into the pants. But if you have any other questions, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. That's going to take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about the Drake 2s. If you still have any questions, feel free to reach out to our customer service team. They're all riders, happy to help you get set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining Spurgeon and I, taking a look at the Drake 2 Air Absoluteshell Pants from Dainese. I'm Pat, and I'll see you in the next video.